Let's talk about the benefits of selling on Amazon and what it actually means to sell on Amazon. First, we're going to talk about why you should consider selling on Amazon. Now, I know that since you've already bought this course, it probably seems a little bit backwards because I do assume that since you already purchased this course, you've actually decided to sell on Amazon. But I still want to get started by talking about why it's a good idea to begin with. If you don't have a really good solid foundation of why Amazon is such a good platform to sell on, it could make some of the things that we talk about and that we do just not make sense. Selling on Amazon is becoming more and more commonplace now. I'll be honest that when I first got started selling on Amazon, people had no idea what it even meant. So let me tell you, it's actually a good thing that more people know about selling on Amazon. You see, as the market gets more well known, people actually start creating things that make selling on Amazon easier. Looking at the Amazon platform from the buyer perspective, as a consumer, many consumers actually don't know that they're buying from people like you and me. You see, Amazon allows people like you and I to sell on their platform. We are known as third-party sellers. So let's take a look at what the buyer actually sees when they're looking on Amazon. You can see right here, it says ships and sold by Amazon.com. That probably looks very familiar to you. You've seen this over and over, and that tells you that Amazon is actually the seller of this product. But here's the thing. Many people actually don't even realize that sometimes it doesn't even say Amazon.com right there. It may have the name of another seller. It could be me, or eventually it could be you. You can see right here at the orange box where Amazon is letting us know that there are actually 3 other sellers who are also selling this product. Now, it's not very common that people will go in and try and figure out who those other sellers are, but it's not always the case that Amazon is selling the product. In fact, it's more often another seller and not Amazon. So let's take a look at what that looks like. So this is another backpack, very, very similar to the one that we were just looking at, except a different color. Well, with this color, Amazon doesn't happen to be in stock. So if you look here at my green box, you can see that this is from K Online Adventures. This is actually who's selling this product. Now you can see that it's no longer being sold directly from Amazon. But because we get to check out right on Amazon and we get to use our card that we have on file, and oftentimes we even get to use our Prime account, we just don't realize that there's other sellers on the platform. And this is a good thing because buyers trust Amazon. I'm going to get into more of that in just a few moments, but I just wanted to show you what it really looks like from the buyer perspective and point out the things that you may not have realized up until this point. So let's look at some of the stats for Amazon third-party sellers in the United States. I've got all of these stats from a website called Marketplace Pulse. In 2017, there were more than 300,000 third-party sellers that started selling on Amazon. That's a lot of people. It's something like over 2,000 people per day that start selling on Amazon. In 2018, there were more than 200,000 third-party sellers that surpassed over $100,000 in sales. This shows me that there's a lot of money to be made on Amazon. In fact, we've been one of those third-party sellers for multiple years that have sold over $100,000 in revenue. During the holiday season alone, customers ordered more than 1 billion items from third-party sellers like you and me on Amazon, with more than 140 million items being ordered between Thanksgiving and Cyber Monday. I'll even let you in on a little secret. There are some sellers who only sell during the holiday season. If you decide to do this, that's perfectly okay. In 2018, there was over $160 billion worth of products sold by third-party sellers on Amazon. That is a lot of product that is being sold on Amazon simply because there are third-party sellers like you and I who are selling on that platform. So let's take a look at this graph. This is also by Market Pulse. This is showing us the share of Amazon sales volume by third-party sellers or Amazon as the first-party seller. The yellow is Amazon and the blue is third-party sellers. You can see that as time has gone on, the third-party sellers have started overtaking the Amazon sales. If you look at this line that I've added to the chart where you can see the 50% mark, you can see that Amazon third-party sellers now make up more volume in sales than Amazon itself does. This is huge news, you guys. This means that there is still plenty of room for you to start an Amazon business. You see, many people will actually look at those stats and think, I'm too late, but this just isn't true. So if you've had those feelings of, maybe Amazon's too saturated, or there's too many sellers, or I'm just too late to this party, I just want to reassure you that there is plenty of room for you to sell on Amazon. And I'm not just saying this because I have a course and that you are my student. I'm telling you this because it's true and it's backed by facts. Every day, there are more and more customers who are coming to the Amazon platform. In fact, right now there's over 100 million paying Amazon Prime subscribers in the United States alone. This should keep us busy for a while. You see, all of those Amazon Prime subscribers have put their credit card on file with Amazon. They're telling Amazon, I want to be a customer, and they're paying for the right to do that. Of course, it comes with features like free Prime shipping and free movies and things on demand, but this just means that there are over 100 million customers ready for us to provide them products. And as you could see from the chart before, Amazon's not the one who's providing all of that stuff. If they want to be the everything store, we have to help them do that. So what are some other benefits of selling on Amazon? Aside from just having a huge customer base, which is one of the biggest reasons for selling on Amazon, I'm glad to say it's not the only one. First of all, you have no need to build your own website. A lot of times when you talk to people and they say that they sell stuff online, maybe they set up a Shopify store or they set up their own website to sell goods. Well, with Amazon, you don't have to know any of that stuff that comes along with building a website. You don't have to learn SEO, you don't have to learn how to do good design, and you don't have to learn how to do pay-per-click ads. Basically, the platform is already there for you. All you have to do is bring products for Amazon to sell. One of my favorite benefits of selling on Amazon is that you never have to try and sell anything to people that you know. Oftentimes, people will ask me, well, what's your store name? Or where can I find you on Amazon? Because I want to help you out. I want to try and buy from you. Well, the good thing is I don't need the people that I know to buy from me because Amazon already has all those customers. So I never even have to tell people what I'm selling. I just say, hey, if you happen to come across the item that you're looking for and I'm selling it, that's great. But just go on Amazon and buy what you actually need. Don't worry about trying to support me. I think it's great. But it's also awesome that I don't have to rely on people that I know in order to help me be successful. Now, big, huge benefit. This can be done from home. So if you're looking for something that you can do from the comfort of your own home, maybe while your kids are taking naps or while you're taking care of a family member, this is something that you can do. Or you can even do it on the road. We have tons of students who actually run their business from their RV or from a motorhome. And this business really can be ran from anywhere. Anywhere that has an internet, a printer, computer, all those kind of things, you can do this business. Now, another huge benefit of selling on Amazon is that the barrier to entry is super low. You see, selling on Amazon is great for somebody who's looking for a side hustle or for somebody who's wanting to replace a full-time income. If you know my story, which I've already shared with you, I wasn't ever looking for a full-time income whenever I first got started selling on Amazon. Well, I was looking for one for myself, but I wasn't necessarily looking to replace a full-time income. But it did eventually turn into that where I was able to replace Cliff's income. But the thing is a lot of people get started selling on Amazon because they're just looking to make a little bit of extra money. So this is the perfect side hustle or the perfect full-time income. Wherever you are, basically, we can make Amazon work for you. Another awesome thing is that you can get started with very little money up front, sometimes with even just a few $100s. I can't say that about too many different types of businesses, but that's definitely something that's awesome about Amazon. There are no minimums required, so you can sell as much or as little as you want. There's no rule that says in order to send products into Amazon, you have to send in 50. It's totally up to you how many you want to send in. This is really good when you're first getting started because it means that you can spend very little money and you can try out a lot of different products. And lastly, there's not a lot of upfront fees and expenses. So there are some things you'll have to have some supplies, and we'll talk about that later. But there's not a whole lot that you have to spend right up front in order to just get started selling on Amazon. It's definitely not like opening a brick and mortar store or a restaurant or something like that where you have to spend tens of thousands of dollars. With us, we're really just talking about things like labels, boxes, shipping tape, and then, of course, your inventory, which can be as much or as little as you want to spend. See, selling on Amazon is awesome. And like I said, I already knew that you wanted to sell on Amazon. I just really wanted to talk about some of the reasons why it really is such a good business model and maybe touch on some of the reasons and things that you may not have noticed coming from the buyer perspective, but now they'll make more sense since you're on the seller side.